The North Atlantic was a graveyard of steel. For weeks, convoy HX 229 had crawled across the freezing ocean, a chain of merchant ships carrying fuel, food, and ammunition the Allies desperately needed. Above them, the sky was a solid wall of black clouds. Below them, something far more dangerous moved in silence. U-Boat Wolfpack 5 German submarines, working together like predators circling wounded prey. Lieutenant Commander Joseph Hale of the HMS Vigilant stood on the ice-slick deck, binoculars pressed to his eyes. He had hunted U-boats for 2 years, long enough to know that when the sea went quiet, truly quiet, it meant the wolves were close. A young sailor ran up to him, breath misting in the cold air. "Sonar picked up something, sir. Bearing 163. Could be them." Hale lowered his binoculars. "Or it could be the last thing we ever chase." He stepped toward the bridge. "Sound general quarters." A harsh bell screamed across the destroyer. Far beneath the waves, Captain Lieutenant Otto Kruger sat inside U-527, the lead submarine of Wolfpack 5. Red lights bathed the cramped control room as he listened to the destroyer sweeping overhead. "Their escort is sharp tonight," his second officer whispered. Kruger smiled thinly. "So are we." He raised the periscope. Through the narrow lens, he saw silhouettes of the convoy. Fat merchant ships crawling like blind giants through the water. Easy targets if they could avoid the escorts. Kruger lowered the scope. "All boats, prepare to surface at 2,300 hours. We'll strike together. One blow, then disappear." Back on the Vigilant, night swallowed the horizon. Hale watched the clock tick toward 2,300 hours. He felt it in his bones. The attack was coming. "Sonar, report. Multiple contacts, sir. 5 of them, closing fast." Hale didn't hesitate. "Hard starboard. Depth charges. Prepare pattern Bravo. Make them scatter." The Vigilant lurched into a turn as sailors scrambled to their guns. The first torpedo streaked out of the darkness and slammed into the convoy's rearmost ship. A fireball erupted into the sky, painting the sea in orange and red. "They've started," Hale shouted. "Bring us between the pack and the convoy." In U-527, Kruger wiped soot from his face as the explosion lit the periscope view. "One down," he murmured. "For more to go." Then the water around them thundered. "Depth charges." The submarine shuddered violently. Pipes burst. Men were thrown to the floor. "Surface is too dangerous, sir," the engineer yelled. "If we take more hits." "We attack," Kruger snapped. "We finish the job." But another charge detonated directly above them, shaking every bolt in the hull. Kruger realized he had underestimated his hunter. Hale's crew worked with relentless speed. Depth charges rained into the sea, exploding in deep, muffled booms. The ship trembled with every blast. "Direct hit on one contact," Sonar cried. Another turning away, 2 retreating. Hale's eyes narrowed. "Where's the lead boat?" Before anyone answered, a torpedo cut through the water toward them. White trail visible only for an instant. Full reverse. Too late. The torpedo struck the bow, exploding with a force that threw Hale across the bridge. Alarms wailed. Water sprayed through shattered metal. But the Vigilant stayed afloat. Hale pulled himself up, blood on his forehead. "Bring us closer. We finish this now." Kruger's submarine tried to dive deeper, but the Vigilant was relentless. More charges dropped. More thunder. More shaking steel. Inside U-527, lights flickered. Men prayed. Kruger gripped the periscope one last time. Through the shattered lens, he saw the faint outline of the British destroyer sweeping toward him like a steel avenger. He closed his eyes. The final depth charge hit seconds later. A groan of twisting metal rose from the deep, and then silence. When dawn finally broke, the sea was calm once more. 3 U-boats had escaped into the gray horizon, but Wolfpack 5 was broken. The convoy, battered and burning, still moved forward. Supply ships lived to see another day. Hale stood on the battered deck of the Vigilant, the cold wind stinging his face. "Send word to command," he told his officers. "Wolfpack 5 won't be hunting anyone for a while." He looked across the endless water, where the sun rose over the Atlantic. A graveyard of steel. But today, the living had one.